Okay, so today we're doing regular polygons and composite figures. Our regular polygon is just a shape that has equal sides, or congruent sides. We have a new thing that goes with regular polygons. It's called the apothem. The apothem is kind of like a radius almost. It goes from the center to the side of any polygon. It's this dotted line here where the rectangle is. Your radius is this solid one. Your center is in the center. Whenever you're doing anything with regular polygons, it follows this formula. The area of a regular polygon takes the apothem, that's little a, times the perimeter. You can find that divided by 2. Sorry. You can find that at the front also. It has the apothem, it has perimeter. Now, on all of these, we need to come up with some numbers. So I'm going to say this is 8, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, and 6, 9. Just because they didn't print right. So now we need to find the actual area. Regular is your keyword to know you're doing regular polygon area. So your formula here, and your formula for all of these, is apothem times perimeter divided by 2. That means I need two things here. I need the apothem, that's the distance where the dotted line is, from the center to the side. Kind of like a radius, but it's not the radius, it's in between the radius. You need the perimeter, which means you need to know how many sides the shape has and what the side lengths are. So, looking at number 1, my apothem is 6. My perimeter, this is an octagon. An octagon has 8 sides, so to find the perimeter, you take the number of sides times the side length. So here, there's 8 sides. The side length is 8, so 8 times 8 gives me 64. Now I just plug those two things into my formula. Apothem times perimeter divided by 2. All you need to do is type that in a calculator. And that gives you 192. So the area of this regular figure, this regular octagon, is 192. You do 2 and 3. Once you're done doing it, unpause the video, and you can come back and see what 4 is. Okay, so for 4, my apothem by the dotted line is 6. Again, my perimeter, there are 5 sides in this shape, so it's 5 times the side length, which is 45. So that just becomes 6 times 45 all over 2, which gives you 135. So that's your regular figure area. Regular figures are really easy. If you're working backwards, you would multiply both sides by 2 and divide by what you need. Next thing is a composite figure. A composite figure is just a bunch of shapes all put together. In order for you to find the area, you need each basic figure's area, and you're going to add them. Excuse me. So we haven't done area of a semicircle in a while. So in case you forgot that formula, it's pi r squared divided by 2. This is a hexagon, but I want to note that that's a regular hexagon. So that's what we just did. Apothem times perimeter divided by 2. And then trapezoids. That's what we did yesterday. That's area equals base 1 plus base 2 times height all over 2. So now this gives us a pretty good guideline of how to set this up. Here's my semicircle, my hexagon, my trapezoid. I know that every single one of these lines with the single dash in it is 14. So that means this whole side is 14, and that whole side, and that whole side. This whole side is 14. Everything is 14. So in order for me to find the radius, this whole side is 14. That's my diameter. I need to divide it in half, and that would give me 7 for my radius. 14 divided by 2 gave me my 7. So there is that. Then I would just plug it in. Pi times 7 squared divided by 2. Put it in your calculator, and it gives you 76.97. Then you need to do the same thing for the other two shapes. For my apothem, I don't know my apothem, so we're just going to make one. Just because it didn't print again. My apothem here, we'll say, is 5. To get my perimeter, it's the number of sides. Hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, times the side length, which is 14. 6 times 14 gives me 84. So then I just plug those two things into my formula. 5 times 84 divided by 2 gives me 210. So the area of the hexagon is 210. Now you're going to do the same thing with the trapezoid. Normally the height for your trapezoid is always where the right angle is, but my height is outside here, so there's height. Base 1, base 2. So I just need to fill those in. 14, 16, 12.5. Base 1, base 2, height. Now I'm just going to plug those into my formula. 14 plus 16 times 12.5 all over 2. When I type that in my calculator, that gives me 187.5. Now to find the area of the composite figure, you just take all of these three areas and add them. So 187.5 plus 210 plus 76.97 gives you 474.47, and that's your composite area. So to find the composite area, you find the individual area and add it together. Hope this video helped.